Well, starting this past Saturday, the Duplicate Bridge Club started their beginning bridge classes. And we have a couple guests on from the Duplicate Bridge Club today. We have Sally, is it Martinez?
I think that was the name.
Maybe
you should watch the TV on Wednesday. You'd
we
be able
should
to figure
watch
it out.
the Trading Post.
Sally Martinez.
Yes, good to see you. And Michael Kupferman, nice to see you as always. Well, these classes started on this past Saturday, and I know that I've been hearing about them and people have been looking forward to them. Beginning bridge using 2/1. I don't know what that is. We're going to find that out. But overall, people more and more are wanting to kind of get into bridge, and this is a way that if people know nothing about it, that they can come in and join, right?
They can, and recently they had what they called Bridge in a Day. And these are all new things. And in this Bridge in a Day, I couldn't believe it. There were over 70 people that came to learn Bridge in a Day. And what happens as a result of that, did you go to his Bridges a Day?
There it is, I certainly did.
Learn Bridge in a Day, and he came, and then as a result, he signed up for these classes, and when he gets through, he'll be able to play. And I don't know if you want me to tell you about the 2/1 thing right now or not.
Yeah, tell me about that, because I looked at that and I don't know anything about bridge, so I was going, what does this mean?
Well, what it is now I started bridge about 18 years ago, and I played whatever they taught at that time, and you had to really sort of wait to be into 2/1. It was the big thing. And so we took these classes and whatever, and now I find them doing 2/1 and beginning classes. It's a fabulous thing because that's what everyone is playing. It's such an easy way to play bridge, really.
So let me ask Michael, you did the Learn Bridge in a Day.
Yes, I did.
And when you went to that class, did you feel that you did learn bridge?
Fabulous class.
Really? Okay.
It gives you an overview of the entire game. And you can actually play when you finish the day.
Wow.
At some level, because you need to practice to learn the game. But it was fabulous, and that encouraged me. And then they had follow-up 6 lessons on Saturdays to continue this, which I took. And we happen to be on the second 6 now. They continued this great program.
So did you know anything about bridge before?
Not really.
No?
When I was in college, I played like 10 times. You know, that's about it.
Yeah.
And I didn't take to it, and I didn't stay with it, so I haven't actually played since then.
So are you still doing the Learn Bridge in a Day program as well?
No, that's like a one-time thing, and then they'll probably maybe in 6 months do something like that again. But right now, there's 40 people in this class on Saturday, and the second, thing, Bridge in a Day, then the set of 6, and now we're in the second set of 6. 40 people are in that class, and there's 10 tables of bridge for a class. That's pretty good. Beginning people.
And each table has a knowledgeable person?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes, you're one of those?
Well, no, not this time, but I have mentored for a long time. Anyway, yes, they have someone who mentors at every table, and that allows you to ask questions, or when they're through, they say, well, you should be in 4 hearts. I don't know how you got to 5 diamonds, but we'll talk about it.
Right, and I know we have some video of this as well, but what I want to find out is, you mentioned the second set of classes. Now, what if somebody hasn't done this before? Can they get on all these classes this Saturday coming up, or since they missed the first Saturday?
The way I understand, I took it from the beginning, but there are bridge players that know bridge and want to refresh and so forth, so they can jump in at any time to improve their game. In my case, I knew nothing about the game, so I started from the beginning.
Okay. All right.
If someone is coming in brand new, they would not come into this second set of lessons. If I had played bridge, let's say I play social bridge with my friends, and we've decided that we'd like to come into duplicate, I think that we would come into these classes and see how we did. But they're teaching you, like I said, just the 2/1 would be invaluable. Invaluable.
And also, there's a manual that's fabulous. It goes from lesson to lesson to lesson, so somebody can see where they want some help from the manual when it's coming and jump in those particular classes, or use the manual.
Okay, we're seeing some of it going on here. Now,
that's the bridge room.
Yeah, and the other question I have is, are you going to be doing this again where people can start up again, since you're already in these set of classes? It's something that's ongoing, meaning, in a couple months from now, you're going to be doing the Saturday classes and another series where people can start up.
Starting with
Yeah.
the beginning and whatever, and maybe that would be another bridge in it. Let's say 6 months from now, another bridge
Okay.
in a day.
My guess is it was so successful, they will do it again. This is the
Okay.
first time they've done this particular program.
Okay, yeah, that's good. If you get in and have people do this. Now, the Learn the Bridge in a Day, you get this booklet?
This is the one day.
Okay.
So it's fabulous, all the initial basics of bridge, and then there's another manual that follows the other courses.
Yeah.
Actually, Ken, you might even be able to play bridge if
Maybe.
you went to that one.
Maybe.
You think?
Now, you have this apparatus in front of you. Tell me about this. What
I
is
just
this?
thought maybe it would come up in conversation. People wonder what the difference between social bridge and duplicate bridge is. And we use these boards come out and they go on the table.
Okay.
And
I see.
you signed up at the beginning when you walk into that room, and you're either north-south or east-west.
Okay.
And you go to your assigned table, and when you get there, these bridge boards are on the table, and you start playing those. You take them and you pass them on after you're finished, and
Okay.
everybody in the room plays the same hands, and at the end, of course, you're scored.
Okay.
And it used to be in the old days, you took these out and you shuffled the cards and then you put them in and whatever. Now we have dealing machines, so these things
Oh.
are pre-dealt, and at the end of each game, you have a sheet that tells you what you should have done on every hand.
Okay. Now, you mentioned social bridge. Is that a different style of game?
You can play duplicate bridge at home.
Okay.
You can, and maybe a lot of people, do you play duplicate?
I don't play at all yet.
No, but I meant your wife.
No.
Does she? You just play
my
regular?
wife does. I took this because we have a lot of friends that say they play bridge. We've only been here a couple of years. Now that I'm retired, I have time, so I decided to take it up so I can play social bridge with my friends in their homes. Duplicate is an entirely different game.
Okay.
But some people do play duplicate, and when they do, these are boards I had at home.
Okay.
And so they do that. It's just a different style of bridge. One thing is when you're playing at home, it's all oral. One spade, this guy bids 2 hearts, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
We don't do that. We use bidding boxes. And
Oh, I
put it-
see.
Yeah, that'll be for another segment. I just brought this
It's
to
a
kind of-
visual thing instead of an oral thing. You put a card down instead of saying the bid. You put a card down so
Okay.
everybody can see.
Because
it.
Comes
when
out-
you ever watch it, on TV, and I'm not talking about like a bridge match, but you used to watch some old TV show like I Love Lucy or something. They play bridge, and they're all talking to each
That's
other.
social bridge.
That's social
That's
bridge.
home
Okay.
bridge.
And the other thing is during the time that you're playing, you're blah, 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 too.
Right.
And we're very quiet.
Okay.
We're very quiet.
Yeah, hence the word social. I mean,
That's
it's part of it,
competition.
yeah.
That's why you
Unbelievable.
compete against.
Thank you. See how I clue in?
Yeah.
I just know these things. So as far as signing up, right now, if somebody is interested in learning bridge, and you're in the middle of these classes here, what can they do to kind of get into it at this point? Or should they wait till the next round of these beginning bridge classes?
They probably should wait till the
I can speak to
next-
that.
Go
Yeah.
ahead. good.
Because I couldn't pick up at this point. I started from the beginning because you have to learn the fundamentals and the basics
Right.
and what the cards mean, what they represented. If you don't know these things, you really can't continue. You
Right.
have to start from the beginning. Not that it's that tough, but you need the fundamentals.
Well, that's what he's saying. What's the person, want to do that wants to
Yeah.
come in now and do it? I think when you put this, are you going to put this up on the screen? I don't
there.
know I'm just
Yes.
focusing on you.
Yes, what we
Anyway,
put here is
and
the
they
information,
should
yeah.
have phone numbers at the bottom
Uh-huh.
and stuff. Those are the education committee. You
Okay.
can either email them or you can call them, and they can answer those questions for you.
Okay, good. And it seems like a confusing game. Is it, Michael?
It's a.
I mean, if you were just to stand back and knew
it's-
nothing about it,
My
and
wife
they're
has
going,
been playing for years and
Yeah.
years, and she's still learning. You constantly learn. You never
Right.
stop. It's like golf. You can never
Right.
get good enough. You're always learning. But the way they present this here with the very basic and
Yeah.
beginning bridge gives you the foundation to grow on. And the more you play, the more you learn how much you need to learn. Like anything
exactly.
else. But you're able to play very quickly with this,
18
this
years
program.
for Sally over here. Are you still learning?
Oh my God, every day.
Yeah.
Every day, you are. And if you want to, I mean, you go and you take private lessons, you do whatever. Yeah, I mean, if you're really into it. But if you're not, it's you can just play and have a good time. You asked, what was the question? Is it confusing? The thing about it is, bridge really is not confusing.
Okay.
Once you take the lessons and you understand the basics, and then you build on that, bridge is a conversation.
Right.
It's a language. If I could go play in China with someone. I could play in China using this and our bidding boxes and knowing the conventions, with which a convention sheet each one of us has filled out. His probably has about 2 things on it. Mine has about 35.
Okay.
But the thing is, if I went to France anywhere, I could play with a person because we are speaking bridge language.
Okay.
And I've got a sheet that tells you exactly what I play.
Very good. And that's the conventions?
It's a convention card. Next time, if we come again, I'm going to bring a convention card, I'm going to bring a bidding box, I'm going to bring whatever.
That would be good. We would like that.
Yeah.
I think that would be a lot of fun. Because it does seem to somebody who hasn't played before, it seems like it's a little complicated, but I'm sure like anything, once you get into it.
It's not
if Sally can do it.
No, if Michael can do it.
Oh, God, you're
Very
awful.
good. Yes, I know.
You're
I know.
awful.
Let me give you the number for, and this is the person, Al Tuckerman, who would call about classes and things like this. And this is from your sheet you gave me, 949-607-9448, or lwbceducation@lagunabridge.com. And you folks actually have your own website, lagunabridge.com. So
Oh,
people wanna check
absolutely,
that out.
absolutely. And you
Yeah.
can go on that anytime, and you can look on there and see if any classes.
Right.
For people that have already been playing bridge, sometimes we have classes by specialists who come in and they'd look and say, wow, that would be nice.
Yeah.
If I have, do we have
Yeah,
any
go
more
ahead.
time? I
Please.
just would like to say something. We're all, focusing on this, bridge is hard, bridge is bad, bridge is blah, blah, blah.
I don't think it's bad. I just think it's, yeah.
But whatever. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's totally fun. I met this man last week for the first time, and we were over at 19. And by the time we were through talking about this, we are the frickin' frack of bridge.
Yeah.
I mean, you can just have fun.
Yeah, and that's good.
And that's what it is. When you pick a partner to play with, that's who you're focusing on. And if you two are getting along well, you'll have a good time.
And not only that, it keeps your mind active. And that's something that's talked about a lot. And a game like bridge will definitely be helpful, right?
Absolutely.
I mean seriously, because
Absolutely.
you're constantly, I would imagine, even though I don't know the game, you're constantly coming up and probably thinking, like a lot of games like this, thinking a couple moves ahead. What do I need to do? Almost like chess.
Well, yes, I mean, and there's math involved,
Yeah.
there's memory involved,
Yeah,
there's
exactly.
the language involved, and each person that you play with, I have a different card with each one of them, so before I start, I have to do that.
It's a different it's a language.
Yeah.
There's different dialects, and
There
with
you
who
go.
you play
Yeah.
with, and it's really it's about communication. You learn the basics, and then it's learning to communicate that you're on the same page.
Yeah,
And you
definitely.
learn
That
to
sounds
be,
simpler than it is, but that's what it's about.
You learn to be what?
you learn to be polite, Ken.
Oh, so you're saying I need to learn bridge. All right, very good. Hey, good to see you. Nice to see you as always. I kid Sally, but it's always nice to.
They all
always
kid
nice.
me.
Yes, they do. Michael,
Thank you,
good,
Ken.
kid me. Sally, we'll see you on Wednesday, right?
That's correct.
Okay.
All right,
Very
well,
good.
Is our time up?
Those
It
things
is.
flew.
Yeah,
It flew.
it is. I actually gave you a little extra time.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, thanks.
All right, so again,
I
I want to give you lagunabridge.com. Go to that website and get all the information there. And you can, if you keep looking at that or contact them, you can find out when the next sessions of Beginning Bridge start and get in on it, learn it, right?
Yeah, as he said, it's a great system, right?
Yeah.
The program is wonderful,
All right.
And
Thank
Sean
you.
Louis is the teacher, and he's young.
Oh,
and
okay,
he's-
yes.
as well as
Dr. Sean
Marjorie.
Murray,
She
yes.
teaches also.
Yeah, and Marjorie Michelin, a Grand Life Master, and Sean Louis is there, and he's young, and he's energetic, and he's smart, and he makes it fun.
Very good. Good to see you both.
Thank
and
you.
we'll be right back.